Diverse contexts and intercultural communication at work. Diverse contexts and interpersonal communication. As the world moves into a global environment, the modern workplace becomes increasingly diverse. With increased diversity, employees face more diverse cultures. Cultural differences influence all international communication. If the employees lack the motivation to adapt and learn about one another, this creates an us versus them problem. With such a mentality, communication deteriorates, and it is not easy to recover from that. With a diverse workforce, it is necessary to promote the willingness to adapt, listen to, and learn new cultures. Thus, communication can flow as seamlessly as possible. Reasons to consider intercultural communication. Misunderstanding can frequently occur when individuals are from different cultural backgrounds. When educated about intercultural differences, individuals are more likely to alter their communication styles to suit the needs of culturally diverse audiences. Effective and fast action. When managers and employees are educated about intercultural differences, communication will be easier, and thus, the messages will be sent and understood correctly. Global mindset. Managers who acquire intercultural competence are better able to contribute to a firm's economic success through international orientation, marketing, and innovative mindsets. Examples of intercultural communication. A study examining why Nordic expatriates perform poorly in Japan concluded that they lack an appreciation of cultural barriers such as collectivism, status, and power distance that hinder cooperation between the Nordics and Japanese. Communication challenges arising out of cultural differences resulted in information filtering, in-group/out-group categorizations, and incongruent expectations between the Nordics and the Japanese. The communication challenge was also compounded by the lack of a common working language, as the Nordic expatriates lacked the motivation to learn Japanese while operating in Japan. The first cultural difference pointed out by the Japanese in various occupations, except for IT industries, concerned two items combined: individualism versus collectivism and uncertainty avoidance. More specifically, they were related to the priority of work, private life, and the degree of observance of rules. Japanese people who prioritized their work regarded American behavior as problematic. The second cultural difference was the American tendency to overrate their ability and promote themselves. Self-promotion is regarded as essential in American culture. However, the Japanese considered this an overestimation of oneself. Diverse context issues and intercultural communication. Despite communication technology's benefits in facilitating global collaboration, these applications also present several communication challenges, particularly in diverse, multicultural environments. They include miscommunication arising from physical and cross-cultural distance, difficulties establishing trust, and longer time needed to establish group norms. Although intercultural competence has been identified as critical for the 21st century, managers and leaders continue to lack these competencies. Managers also lack motivation and open-mindedness to acquire intercultural skills and often cite the lack of opportunities to utilize these skills. They are not motivated to use those skills even if they possess them. Moreover, they continuously lack the opportunities to demonstrate their skills. Therefore, competence is deteriorating. Cultural intelligence, CQ, is considered a vital intercultural competency as it represents an individual's ability to successfully adapt to unfamiliar cultural settings. CQ necessitates an individual's ability to switch between cultural environments with relative ease. Organizations can also cultivate an environment that promotes increased CQ among their members. Intercultural guidelines for diverse context issues. When a person suspends judgment and tries to view the situation from a different perspective, they can avoid miscommunication arising from physical and cross-cultural distance. It can also help to develop intercultural competence. It can also help develop a genuine interest and cooperation among employees of different cultural backgrounds. It can also assist in developing and cultivating cultural intelligence. People are shaped by many factors, such as ethnic background, family upbringing, education, and personality, which cannot be defined solely by any cultural norm. One needs to understand the interpretations of the situation if they are uncertain of the meaning of what is being said. If that is the case, then work will not be disturbed by stereotypes and miscommunication. In addition, managers will be encouraged to use their intercultural competence in the workplace. Moreover, this will develop cultural intelligence, and it will be beneficial for the company in general.